Hi. Let's begin our practice today in a standing posture. We want our feet about hips distance apart, and our hands can come to our hearts. Feel the strength of your legs. Pull the muscles of the inner thighs in toward one another. And ground all four corners of your feet down into the earth. Slightly tuck your chin. Smile to yourself. And send gratitude to yourself for taking this time to listen to your needs, your wants, your desires. If you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, let's do so right now. Good. Then we'll gently bend our knees, push our hips back so that we can see our toes, and then straighten our arms, pushing those shoulders back, coming into a gentle chair pose. Beautiful. Come back to center. Open those arms wide, lifting them up to the sky, and bring your hands back to your hearts. Good. Once again, bend your knees, push your knees back so you can see your toes. Take those arms out in front of you. Push the shoulders back. Hold here. Good. Bring your hands back to your heart. Stand all the way up. Lift those arms up. And bring those hands back to your heart. We'll flow with those movements. Move at your own pace. Bending our knees, pushing our hips back, coming into our chair pose. Good. Then opening up to the sky, bringing our hands to our hearts. Beautiful. Make it your own. Change it up if it feels good to you in any other way. Hold in any position that feels right to you. Good. And the next time you're in your chair pose, we'll keep our hands at our hearts. Again, make sure you can see your toes and hold either here, or if you'd like to begin waking up your spine a little bit more, twist over toward the left, maybe even placing your elbow on your thigh. Good, and coming back to center and twisting the other way. Good, and back to center. Once again, raise those arms up, reaching toward that sunlight, bringing it down into your heart. Good, one more time, coming into that chair pose. Very nice. We can twist again if we want to. Twisting to the left, maybe this time opening those arms up and out. Good, and back to center and twisting the other way. Doing just what our body needs today. Good, and back to center. Very good, lifting all the way up. Very nice, bringing those hands back to our hearts. Beautiful job. Let's open those legs so that the toes are facing the corners of our mats. We'll bend our knees here, squatting down. Nice. And then open those arms like goalposts. and gently twist from side to side. Good. We'll come back to center. Place your hands on your thighs and roll one shoulder in and then the other. Very nice. We'll come back to center. Straighten your legs. Walk them in and just walk it all out. Very good. Once again, we'll open our legs up and out. If you would like, you can hop with your legs, hop them open, or just step them open. Good. Once again, we want the toes facing the corners of the mat. We'll bend those knees, bringing our hands back to our hearts. Then we'll take that right hand above the left as though we're holding a golden ball between our hands, and we'll twist to the right. Coming back to center, we switch the way the hands are and twist to the other side, back and forth. Knowing you could take a break at any time. If your thighs are screaming, just straighten your legs. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Once again, place those hands on your thighs and roll one shoulder in and then the other. Stretching your shoulders, stretching your necks, lubricating your spine. Good. We'll come back to center and straighten those legs. Walk them in once again and walk it out. We'll work on some balancing now. So we'll go ahead and stand on our right leg and lift that left leg, bending the knee. If you'd like to hold on to a chair or a wall or a tree, feel free to do that. You might just stay right here. But if you'd like to work on your balance a little bit more, open that right arm out and then open that leg, maybe even opening and closing that left leg. Lubricating the hip joint, focusing on our balance. Very nice. And lower down. Let's try the other side. Find your stance. Pull that right knee in. This side might be completely different than the other. If you'd like, you might take that left arm out and try and open and close. Good. We'll come back to center. Very good. Walk it out. All right. We'll stand once again on that right leg, coming into our tree pose. So we'll go ahead and turn the left knee so it's facing out to the side. You can keep your toes right down on the ground. Bring your hands to your heart. If this is easy enough for you to balance here and you want to try and make it a little bit more challenging, begin lifting the foot of that left leg maybe onto your shin, preferably not on your knee. If you'd like to lift even higher, you might have to grab that foot and press it in. Still keeping that left knee pushing out to the side, dropping the left hip. Very good. When you're ready, gently lower. And we'll try the other side. Standing this time on the left, we turn that right leg out to the side. Choose where you want to keep that right foot on this side of your body. Maybe this time you want to keep it on the ground. Try and focus on something in front of you that's not moving. A focus point, a drishte. Very good. Lower down and walk it out. Good. This time we're going to, once again, stand on that right leg, and we'll touch the left toe behind us. We can bring our hands to our hearts here or out to the sides. We can keep that back toe down or begin hinging at the waist, flexing that back foot, and hinging forward. Keep the toes of that back foot pointing down toward the ground, baby toe pushing down. Good, and gently we'll come back to center. And let's try the other side. Standing this time on the left leg, finding where you want your arms, and then take that right toe back behind you. Begin hinging, going only as far as it's comfortable for you, possibly bending that left knee just slightly, and then flex that back foot. Push the little toe down toward the earth. Good, and when you're ready, come on back to center. Very nice. Let's walk it all out. Good, we'll open those legs again. Nice and wide. Toes facing out toward the corners of our mat. We'll bend our knees. Good. Then we're going to bring our hands to our hearts and just squat here. Maybe come down even lower. Beautiful. Come on up. Wiggle out those legs. We're going to raise our arms up into the air, breathing in. And as we breathe out, we'll bend those knees and imagine we're picking up flowers and throwing them around the forest here or the room where you are. Good. Breathing in and breathing out, just focusing on your breath. Sending all that love and peace and joy out to the world. Very nice. Come on back to center, and we'll turn our heels so they're facing back. Toes are facing forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway down, and then hinge all the way down, placing your hands below you. Let your neck just release. If you'd like some pillows or blocks under your hands, you can place them there. Let your shoulders relax. Let your neck and face relax. Good, and you can stay just as you are, or take your arms behind you and interlace your fingers together and then pull your arms over your head. Good. If you chose to clasp your fingers together, lower your arms back to your back and then release your fingers. Beautiful. We'll place our hands on our hips, come halfway up, and then come all the way up. Very slowly. Very nice. Let's go ahead and walk those feet in. We'll go ahead and keep our knees bent, place our hands on top of our thighs, and then just roll our hips around. Bending our knees and rolling. And reverse your direction. nice. We'll come back to center. Then come onto the front of your mat. And we're going to keep our right foot forward and step our left foot back. We want to make sure that back leg stays straight, and we'll bend the front knee. We don't want to go past our ankle, so we may want to walk that foot forward so that when we bend in, our knee is right above our ankle. We want that stretch on our back leg, so we may even want to walk forward a little bit more, really feeling that stretch. Your back toes should be about a 45-degree angle or 90 degrees facing the camera, facing me. Good. Let's take our arms out to the sides and look over your front fingers. Make sure that your right knee is not rolling inward, but instead is pushing out. Push back. Beautiful. Turn that front palm up. Place in there what you no longer want in your life, maybe a worry or a fear, and then throw it behind you, reaching up more than back. Really stretching. Touch your back leg with your left hand. Reach up with that right. Beautiful. Come back to Warrior Two. Bringing both arms out. Imagine somebody's pulling your fingers. And then take the front forearm, place it on that front thigh. Reach your left arm up and over, creating a straight line along your left side. Beautiful. Gently lift up, coming into that Warrior Two, and then straighten the front leg. Push your body toward that front leg, and then look down at your front leg and touch wherever you can, and then lift the other arm up. Left arm reaches toward the sky. Open your heart. It's not about how low you can get that right arm. If I bring my right arm down to the ground, my heart collapses. So I want to be up where my heart can be open. Beautiful. We'll bend that front knee again, coming into that Warrior Two. Beautiful. Then straighten both legs. Bring both toes so they're facing forward, and then we'll switch to the other side. So go ahead and turn the left toe. Bend that left knee. Once again, making sure the knee is right above your ankle. Maybe walking it a little more forward to get the stretch on the back psoas muscle. And we want the toes, once again, of that back foot facing 90 degrees or about 45 degrees. Good. Open those arms. Imagine somebody's pulling your arms. Look over that front hand. Warrior Two. Once again, make sure that the front knee is not rolling inward, but instead is pushing out. Good. Turn your front palm up. Place in there what you're ready to throw away, and then throw it behind you, reaching up with that left arm, touching your back leg with the right. Maybe sink a little deeper. Good. Coming back to that Warrior Two. Imagine somebody's pulling your arms, stretching your body, and then bring that front forearm down to your thigh and lift up with that right arm stretching over. Excuse me. Good. Come on back to Warrior Two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Look down and touch where you can. Lift that back arm straight up. Again, keeping your heart open. If your neck gets tired, looking up, you can always look down. Good. Once again, coming back to center, bending the front leg. Very nice. And then straighten both legs, turn both toes so they're facing forward. And again, place your hands on your hips. Come halfway down and all the way down. Let your body hang here. Keeping your hands down on the ground. We're going to, or maybe your hands are on a pillow or a block. We're going to just bring our heels back in so the toes are out to the sides. And bending your legs, we just flow from side to side, stretching our inner thighs. You can move your hands back and forth or just keep them in one spot. Good. Come on back to center. Bring toes forward again. Keep your left hand on the ground. Lift that right arm up. Good. And then switch to the other side. Back and forth. Taking it at your own speed. Very good. We'll come back to center. Place our hands on our hips. Come halfway up and then come all the way up very gently. Very nice. Either hop your feet together or walk those feet in, and let's walk it out. Excellent job. We're going to work our way down onto the mat now. So you'll want to come to the front of your mat, open your arms nice and wide, and then lower those arms down and hinge at the waist and hang your body all the way down. Good. Then bend your knees enough to touch the ground and step one foot back, bending the knee, and the other will come onto our hands and knees. Beautiful. Nice. Let's go ahead and make sure our knees are right under our hips and our hands are right under our shoulders. We'll go ahead and take our right hand out in front of us, palm facing inward. Hold our tummy muscles in. And working on our balance here, we'll take our left leg back, straightening that leg, maybe keeping the toe on the ground, or if you'd like more of a challenge, begin lifting that leg and flexing your foot. Imagine somebody's pulling your fingers and pulling that back heel. Good, and lower down. We'll switch sides. This time lifting that left arm up. Our gaze should remain down at the mat. Imagine someone's pulling that hand. Then take your right foot back, straightening that leg, flex your foot, and maybe begin lifting up. Very nice, and lower down. Beautiful. We'll do that again. You can flow back and forth if you would like, or you can just hold. So to flow back and forth, we'll start with our right arm leg. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out, lowering. Breathing in and out. Good. We will come back to center. Beautiful job. We'll go ahead and come onto our glutes here. So you can turn and just cross your legs. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and just twist from side to side gently. So breathing in at the center and then twisting to the left. And then breathing in back to center and twisting to the right. Moving at your own pace, back and forth. Knowing once again, you can hold in any position. Good, and we'll come back to center. Let's work our necks just a little bit before we go into our final relaxation. So we'll go ahead and lower our left ear to our left shoulder. And this might be intense enough for us, but if we'd like to intensify a little bit more, allow your left chin to fall down toward your shoulder. And hold here, make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Remember to breathe. Good, and if you lowered your chin toward your shoulder, go ahead and gently bring your chin back up, leaving your ear toward your shoulder, and then we'll bring our head all the way back to center. And let's try the other side. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder, and this might be just enough for you on this side. If you'd like to intensify, allow your chin to fall down toward your shoulder. Good. If you dropped your chin, go ahead and bring it back to center, keeping the ear toward the shoulder, and then we'll bring our head all the way up. Beautiful. And this time we'll just look from side to side very gently. Breathing out, and then back to center, breathing in. Keeping those shoulders relaxed. Only going as far as it's comfortable for you. Good. We'll come back to center. And let's take that left arm up into the air. And we'll go ahead and bend the elbow, touching our upper back. And then grab that elbow with the other arm, the other hand, and pull here. Very nice. Making sure your head is pushing into your arm. Hold your tummy muscles in. Good. And then gently we'll switch. So this time we'll pull that left elbow with the right elbow with the left arm. Good, and gently lower down. Let's roll our shoulders back and forward. Very nice work. We're going to go into our final relaxation. This is your time to just completely let go. Let go of anything that you might still be holding on to that's ready to be released. You can stay seated or you can lie down. And if you're cold, you can throw some warm clothes on or maybe a blanket. Make yourself comfortable. We'll be here for a few minutes. You may even want to put a bolster under your knees to alleviate any tension on your lower back, or you can even keep your knees bent. I like to sometimes bring my feet out to the sides of the mat and then just let my knees splay in toward one another. Make yourself comfortable and relax. If you find your mind wandering, just allow your thoughts to pass right through. Perhaps even thank them and then let them go. You can always go back to them later. Very gently begin to come back to your body. Come back to your breath. Let the sound of the wind just wash through your body, cleansing and cleaning every single cell. And whether you're on your back or you're seated, gently bring your hands to your heart, either bringing your palms together or resting one hand on top of the other. And repeat these words after me to yourself. I am perfect just the way I am. I am love. I am joy. Feel those words, those loving, kind words permeate through every cell of your body. In yoga, we say namaste, which means I see and I honor that beautiful light in you that is the light in me and in all beings. Namaste.